other hand tangled in her long hair, holding her gaze to his. "Unless you decide to take that pretty cocksucking mouth of yours out on the pro circuit." She frowned. Her eyes swam. This time the tears were real. "That's nasty." "That's what we're about." His tone was hard. He could have been raking a cadet over the coals for an honor code infraction. "We get together twice a week to do the nasty. I get my rocks off, and you get a man who, instead of treating you like glass, knows you like rough sex and likes giving it to you the way you want it." "That's it?" Hell, realizing that this could get out of hand, he backtracked. "No." This time it was he who touched a hand to her unhappy face. "You're right. It was cruel and uncalled for. You know you mean more to me than that." He stroked her cheek. "But we've got to be careful. If your husband gets so much as an inkling of what's going on, I could kiss my future goodbye." "That's the most important thing, isn't it?" She sniffled, but from the tilt of her chin, he could sense she was regaining the spirit that came so naturally to stunningly beautiful women accustomed to the attention of men. "You becoming commander of ASMA?" "It's important." He was not above lying, when necessary, but this was the absolute truth. "But you need to keep your eye on the big picture." "Which is?" "I'm going to need a proper hostess once I move into the commander's house." Blue eyes narrowed. "I assume that would be your wife?" "You'd assume wrong." He stroked her arm and felt her body soften. "You know that Eleanor and I haven't been living as man and wife for some time." "That's what you told me." He could also tell she hadn't entirely bought the story. He didn't blame her, but again, it was the truth. His bride had let him know early in their marriage that she found sex messy and distasteful, so long as he behaved discreetly and never slept with any of her friends. She'd been more than willing to allow him his little affairs. "Our marriage has always been," he paused for effect, "complicated. But it's become more and more difficult for us to live under the same roof. So we have an agreement that as soon as I become commander, we'll divorce. At which time Eleanor will receive a substantial financial settlement." From the way her smooth brow furrowed, he could tell she was sensing the lie. Why would she give up the opportunity to play lady of the manor? Simple. Because she's never enjoyed the role of an officer's wife. "You could certainly have fooled me." "She's a good actress. And a spectacular hostess." Having always believed in giving credit where credit was due, he allowed that Eleanor Longworth Jacobs' inborn Southern graciousness was part of the reason for his success. "But she's growing weary of the part." His lover's hair had tumbled over her shoulder. He smoothed it back, brushed his hand over her breast, and felt her heart pick up its beat. "Besides, there's another reason she wants to be free as much as I do." "What's that?" Her flesh was warming, tempting him even as he played her. "She's in love." "You're kidding." "On the contrary, and there's more." Like putty in his hands, her mouth softened beneath his as he pressed a line of kisses from one side of her lips to the other. "Her lover just happens to be a woman." Her head snapped back. "Your wife is a lesbian?" "It seems so." "When did you find this out?" "I've always suspected, but that's all it was, a feeling. She confirmed it last month." "Wow." He could see the wheels turning in her head as she absorbed the lie. Talk about don't ask, don't tell. She tilted that busy little head and studied him. Despite her Barbie doll body and sugary Southern belle charms, Meredith Hawthorne was a cold, calculating female. It was one of the things he honestly admired about her. If that got out, it could really screw up your chances for making commander. "Exactly." He kissed her longer, deeper, leaning her back against the pillows. "Which is why I'm counting on you to keep my secret."